Hi, this is going to be a tutorial about editing a Northern Lights photo. So the first thing I want to do is denoise. You can see what a big difference that made. So this is the noise in the photo when it was imported, and then this is after denoise. And that was the ISO was at 6400. So it was a pretty noisy photo. And so that denoise really helps. If you in the detail tab, you can adjust how much denoise you want to add to the photo. And I like to keep it at 50%, and then it does look pretty smooth. So maybe I'll bring it down even down to, I don't know, let's see, maybe 41, just to keep as much realistic, sort of less smoothed over look to the photo. And then I want to crop it to an 8 by 10 and maybe shrink this up a little bit, get rid of that dark hill here. That would be difficult to bring the shadows up in. Okay, so the first adjustment is the blacks in the photo. And I like to raise that up a bit so we can bring out as much of this green as possible. Next is shadows, and you can see how much the shadow affects those trees there. And I like them in the photo, but we don't need to bring too much attention to them, especially since it can look kind of, you know, over processed. So I think I want to bring the highlights down just to keep these areas a little darker. I think it helps bring out the, the look of the streaking. We'll hit contrast and pull that up quite a bit. And then exposure, find a good spot where I like it. I like it like that because I feel like it shows a lot of the stars. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay, so we'll just see what changing the temperature will do. And I really love the green that it from in camera, so I'm going to leave the temperature alone. I don't usually use tint too much unless I'm trying to correct an issue in the photo. And then okay, so then to tone curve, bring down the darks and maybe let's leave the shadows pretty much how they were. Then back to basic and denoise. Sorry, that's my dog playing with this toy. He's very upset. He wants to go lay down and take a nap. And apparently I have to go with him. Okay, so we're just the temperature, I mean the texture and the clarity. And I think maybe I'll put a little color grading on this one because I really want to bring out the intensity of that green. And if it were more multiple colors in this photo, I probably wouldn't use the color grading, but because it's just basically just green and blue, I'm going to use the color grading to emphasize the light streaks that were coming down. And then you can even pull that back. I like that sort of more teal color of the teal green. And then maybe a little, see what vignetting looks like here. And that actually looks okay. I think I'll take it down to just -4. And that sort of draws the eye towards the core of or the center of the Milky Way here. I mean, Aurora. Oh boy. Okay, so that's just a quick one. Okay, thanks.